Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, October 8th, 2025. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, CDM number 9. We have a lot to talk about. So first, I just want to let you know we are having our live chat tonight at 8 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you all there. And also the NFL forecast, weather, and picks will be out later on this morning or early afternoon. So there's a lot to talk about. So let's dive into it. We have a cold front that is dropping through the region right now, and that's producing periods of showers throughout the area, especially along the coast. Some of those showers are producing some heavier downpours. And you can see as the cold front is dropping through, winds are veering to the northwest around 5 to 15 miles per hour, and temperatures are falling behind it. Many locations will see their high temperatures for today, basically now, with temperatures over the interior ranging from the mid to upper 50s behind the cold front, along the cold front, which is right into the I-95 corridor right now, ranging from the lower to mid 60s, and along the coast, upper 60s to lower 70s. These locations are pretty much seeing their warmest conditions for the day. You can see on the latest WeatherTap radar and surface map, there's our cold front. There is our rainfall dropping through. We got a little bit of a prefrontal trough dropping through, enhancing some of that rainfall around central New Jersey through Long Island and into Connecticut as the cold front continues to press southward and the showers end. By the time we get to about 2 o'clock, most of this rainfall will be done and skies will clear and it will become beautiful. And, not too bad for the evening for the Yankees game this evening with drying conditions and temperatures falling off into the 50s. So what is going on here? Well, first of all, on our visible satellite picture, you can see the clearing skies starting to press southward. There is our main cold front. Here is our dry air starting to press in. These clouds back here are enhanced by the jet stream that is associated with this whole cold front. And here's our cool, dry air that's ready to drop south. Zoomed out a little bit, a lot going on here. So our cold front drops through, and that sets the stage. So the cold front drops through. Here we go. Here's this disturbance back here. It doesn't look like much, right? Not that big of a deal. But it drops south, and it settles around the southeast, let's say around Georgia. Meanwhile, this disturbance is going to be festering around the Bahamas, and it's going to start interacting with this upper level low by the end of the week. While that's happening, we're going to have beautiful weather conditions. But way to the north in Canada, this feature right here is going to break off and drop south. And how that drops south and interacts with all this mess down here will have a major impact on the potential for this weekend, especially for Sunday into early next week. If the interaction is just right, we can end up with a rather stormy end of the weekend with periods of rain, heavy at times, strong winds, coastal flooding. If it doesn't interact just as much, let's say that it's delayed a little bit or is not as strong, that polar shortwave dropping in, then this would all get pushed to the east. We still have strong winds. We still have the concern for some coastal flooding, but the rainfall won't be as heavy. So it could be something that sets up right in the middle where the interior doesn't get as much rain, if any, and the coastal plain gets 1 or 2 inches of rain, which we need anyway. Either way you slice it, if you're on the immediate coast with this setup, you're going to be dealing with the potential for coastal flooding because we're going to have a persistent easterly wind for several days, driving water back into the coastal plain from the high tides to the low tides. So you never get any type of relief. And so that builds up the potential for coastal flooding. So it is going to be rather nasty any way you slice it. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, the cold front drops through. Showers this morning, clearing this afternoon, this evening. High temperatures pretty much already happening in the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast. The rest of the afternoon will feature temperatures falling through the 60s and into the 50s. By tonight into tomorrow morning, high pressure builds in with clearing skies and temperatures falling off into the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, mid to upper 40s in your suburbs, upper 40s to lower 50s in your urban areas. For tomorrow afternoon, high pressure and complete control. Look for clear skies with high temperatures in the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. Very, very nice weather conditions for this time of year. On Friday, the high pressure system settles right over us. For light and variable winds, clear skies. Low temperatures are a bit chilly, though. Mid to upper 30s over the northern interior. I would not be surprised if you get a few lower 30s and some freeze warnings for locations like the Poconos and Catskills. So that's something to just keep an eye on. Along the coast, look for low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 40s. and some of your northern suburbs, you could see a few upper 30s as well. So it's going to be a chilly morning. On Friday afternoon, look for high temperatures only in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast. Now on Saturday, this is where things get interesting. Our low pressure systems develop to the south, our high pressure shifts towards the Gulf of Maine, and it begins to give way to a stronger high pressure system here in Quebec. So you get all this high to the north, low pressure to the south, and that means we're going to get a little bit more of an easterly fetch. It means we're going to have increasing cloud cover with the potential for some drizzle and a few isolated showers. Look for low temperatures in the mid to upper 40s over the northern interior, lower to mid 50s along the coast. High temperatures in the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast, and upper 60s to lower 70s on the I-95 corridor. Saturday night into Sunday, our low pressure system intensifies to the south of us, high pressure intensifies to the north of us, and we're stuck in between with an easterly fetch and waves of showers. Now for right now, on Sunday morning, this looks more scattered with a lot of cloud cover and some drizzle. Look for low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior and upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. On Sunday afternoon, that low pressure system remains to the south, but you see how these lines are packed in? That means you're going to have a strong easterly wind. So whether we're dealing with widespread heavy rainfall or we're dealing with scattered showers like you have here with barely anything over the interior and showers along the coast, you end up with definitely windy conditions throughout the day on Sunday. Look for high temperatures ranging from the upper 50s to lower 60s throughout the region, with again the potential for some heavier rainfall right on the immediate coast. Sunday night into Monday morning, our low pressure system remains to the south, and this might be picking up some tropical characteristics. So we're going to have to watch out for that, for some influences in that evolution of the storm structure. So that's something to stay tuned to. Still very windy conditions. Notice how these lines are packed. High pressure to the north, low pressure to the south. That doesn't change. That theme remains the same. With scattered showers, and some of these showers are going to be capable of some heavier downpours. Remember, with the synoptic model, that's what this is, a European. You don't get the fine details of, let's say, a shower producing very heavy rainfall, and that kind of bleeds out into QPF here. So you can have one very intense shower and then barely anything here, and then another very intense shower here. So that's what this looks like when you have this kind of popcorn type feature here setting up. Look for low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 40s over the northern interior, lower to mid 50s in the suburbs, mid to upper 50s in the urban areas. On Monday afternoon, rinse and repeat. Easterly flow, strong winds from the east. Look for scattered showers, variable cloud cover, high temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. On Tuesday, that low pressure system starts to give way. High pressure remains in control to the north, still an easterly fetch, still cloudy skies with the potential for, again, continuation of coastal flooding and scattered showers. Look for low temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s over the interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast, high temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. And then on Wednesday, high pressure builds in finally with clearing skies. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s to lower 50s in your suburbs, lower to mid 50s in your urban areas, and high temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. And in the meantime, stay safe out there.